Hey guys, it's Caleb. While we were recording this episode, there's a moment in there that you can hear where I realized that not everybody who listens to the show might know who MLYP is, new Patreon subscribers and such. So I talked to June and MLYP, and we thought we'd unlock this for you guys. It's a nice day out. We're in a good mood. It was a funny episode. So what the heck? If you like what you hear, we do 2 of these a month on our Patreon. One is a more free-flowing conversation like the one you're about to hear. Then we have another one that is completely scripted. Also behind the Patreon paywall, we've got some other shows that we're doing with other contributors, as well as some just bonus episodes that June and I do. And in fact, the mailbag episodes that we do on Patreon, we're actually going to make those free, but you still have to be subscribed to the free tier on Patreon. So lots of good stuff going on there. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
I never know how to start these episodes. This is probably the best time to phase this in from the music, right?
Yeah.
Welcome back to All This for $10 behind the Kill the Computer pain wall. I'm MLYP, joined as always by Caleb and June. I'm saying this out loud because there was 2 episodes where I saw someone comment who's this host in this episode? I'm so confused.
I mean, we've been doing this for a year now or something, haven't we?
I know.
I guess new people join.
There were new people joining. It's fine. Hello. Welcome behind the pain wall.
You're only on the paywall. Someone joins in, and there's a new guy back there. And they're like,
there's just a secret
there's a guy,
goblin living in the walls.
We have a couple secret guys because we got Madison, and then we got more. We will be eventually. I know I keep saying it, but Marcos and stuff too.
Mention Marcos. I had a great time on Marcos's podcast. We just spoke for an hour about the guy putting dog medicine on his hands.
Yes, I love that guy. That's one of my.
I love going on Marcos's podcast because I can have a riveting conversation with zero. When we do I know you do all the work for these ones, Cameron, but when June and I we do it, it's of course we've been doing this a long time. We have chemistry and everything, but I do a lot of prep and I get nervous. I was listening a little bit because I missed something in editing. So I was listening back to the one we just did on the pink slime or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I could feel the tension in my voice, and was what the fuck? I've been doing this for years. But then you go on Marcos's, and it's the easiest conversation you've ever had about a guy putting dog medicine on his hands, man.
It was great. And then I introduced him to a real estate agent I found here in New Zealand. His name is, no joke, Israel Guido.
Oh my God,
that's his real
too
birth
powerful.
name. It's a powerful. It's Israel Guido, the New Zealand commercial real estate agent.
That sounds like a guy I would make up. That's not real.
It is. He's a real dude. And we just had a great time.
He's definitely the kind of guy that would rub dog medicine on his hand.
Well, dog medicine guy's got lightning powers now. All right, this is important.
No, I saw one video on my feed of him a single time, and I knew he was someone I would need to keep track of for a long time, and I have been. He's phenomenal.
There's no grift there. He's just putting dog medicine on his hands.
I'm inspired by watching people destroy their lives for no reason other than to just do it. It's inspiring.
So, speaking of destroying our lives for no reason, are we ready to talk about the 2026 United States semi-quincentennial? Which is
absolutely. This was such a weird period. I feel if you didn't pay any attention to news, or if you were outside of DC and you weren't paying attention to this stuff, you would have had no idea really any of this ever happened, which I think is fascinating because I kept seeing people talk about their memories of the 200 anniversary, and it would seem like an all-encompassing cultural phenomena. But this, I mean, for obvious reasons that we're going to be getting into, this was just a complete flop of grifting mania. It was fucking crazy.
Rules. So the 250th anniversary of the United States Declaration of Independence. So it's a good it's a good milestone, right? So there's a lot of official festivities. I'll give a quick rip through here at the top. So there was the UFC event at the White House, commemorative coinage. Countries love making commemorative coinage. The Great American State Fair. Look, anytime there's an event, you just get a fucking coin, an official $1 coin that costs $100 to buy. They just exist.
I love $1 coins. I used to have a lot of those.
Yeah, that's weird to me. Whenever I visit America, I'm why is your dollars in notes? It's fucked up. look, the largest ever fireworks display. There's going to be a Freedom 250 Grand Prix around the National Mall. Part of the World Cup
hell yes.
is here. And there were matches in Philadelphia and Houston on the date of the event. So I'm going to give everyone 0 guesses as to how this became an insane shit show.
Yeah, we already know.
It was our big wet boy, Donald J. Trump. Official planning for this began in 2016. So like something this huge needs like decades of planning just to like get everything in place. So there was a nonpartisan commission, the United States Semi-Quincentennial Commission, which is so long. Like, stop calling it semi-quincentennial. So they did. They called it America. They called it America 250.
Right. Easier to say. Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah. So this was a like nonpartisan. It was just like a bunch of people going, let's celebrate the 250th anniversary of America.
And like, say what you will about Americans, but they do love like a little fair, a little festival, a little party, a reason to grill out some like dogs, some burgers. This, theoretically should not have been this controversial. It really shouldn't have.
So last year, Trump diverted the resources for that organization to a brand new White House task force on celebrating America's 250th birthday called Freedom 250. So ripping up like 9 years of work and giving themselves 1 year to plan new events, basically. Like that's why we're kind of in the situation we are now. Like, and it's very much like, a lot of this stuff happened 2 months ago, a month ago. The important thing, and we'll kind of go through this on the back half of this episode, the events are still ongoing. They are still going to be occurring throughout the whole year.
I didn't know that. I thought it was like roughly over at this point.
No, there's still stuff still going. There's events in August, and I'm sure there's still things going. It makes sense to do most of it over like the summer period, or everyone can get outside.
Yeah.
But this Freedom 250 LLC is housed inside the National Park Foundation. And donors are offered VIP access at $500,000. And you can get a private Trump reception at $1 million. And they were selling speaking slots at the July 4th event for $2.5 million.
Oh my God. Donald Trump is the greatest of all time at grifting as much money as possible. Did you guys see, like, there was a couple of weeks ago, there was a report that came out in just the first year of his presidency, like the second term, he made like $2 billion off of all of his like shit that he sells. Like those, Caleb, do you remember those guitars that he sold?
Trump guitars. I really wanted one just as like an irony thing, but it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
Yeah. You can find it on Facebook Marketplace in like 3 months.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I wanted like a Temu one, like a knockoff one, because like it's a knockoff of a knockoff.
Yeah, no, you'll find a Temu Donald Trump guitar, and Trump is just like he's just like Asian or something.
Yeah. Did you see he's doing the thing now, it's just the most nakedly corrupt thing, and I know this has nothing to do with America 250, I apologize, but he's selling access to his Truth Social posts where like investment bankers and shit can see first. It's like, come, like, what are we doing?
We're getting he's time gating his fucking Truth Social posts for like 30 minutes. Dude. The same shit.
Like, it genuinely is the craziest thing in the world. Growing up, I always thought, like, this country is one of the most corrupt of all time. It's just out there all the time. There is no shame in a lot of people's corruption, but I really didn't think it could get this bad. This is like astonishing. It's just so naked. Donald Trump is flashing all of us. He's revealing his penis to all of us, and we're like, yeah, I guess. I mean, what else can we do about that? Like, it's just happening now. Like, he can't get in trouble for that.
Well, like one thing here, I'm just segueing this back. So Congress allocated $150 million to like this whole event, which feels like a lot of money, but also doesn't feel like a lot of money for something this big. In my head, $100 million went to Freedom 250, so Trump's thing, and they only left $50 million at America 250. So both of these organizations have been making competing events this year, and like America 250 has been stuff like promoting everyone go walk through a national park, they were going to have their big state fair thing, which Freedom 250 took over. But a lot of the America 250 stuff, the good one, like Nice 250, for a given value of nice, is very much just like more celebrating going out and being at places in America, which feels like something that's a bit nice. It's like, doing a big marketing push to go and visit a national park.
Yeah,
that's
go
a nice
on a little
thing.
hike somewhere. Yeah,
it's not fucking Monster Jam on the White House lawn.
I would honestly love to see like Gravedigger go apeshit on the White House lawn. Like, don't even joke, that. Lad. Don't even joke.
Why not? We're there. Fuck it.
So, there is a lot of other stuff around the 250 event. So, I'm going to kick off with the funniest one for me. This is the one, like, it's just like, how did we even get here? It's the Trump America 250 passport.
Yes. This shit's crazy to me. This
rules.
is just a line of a lot of things that happened where it's like, is this legal? Because his photo is in it, right? Like,
yes,
it's a photo
it
of
is.
him. That feels that's fucking crazy. People have been saying it. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but they're calling America the first fourth world country.
I think that's Argentina first, but the United States is following real quick.
They're cousins in this scenario, yeah.
So, this is a special commemorative passport issued at the Washington Passport Agency. You have to schedule an in-person appointment at the Washington Passport Association. Like, you have to go all the way to Washington, D.C. and, like, do it in person. Which is crazy. Like, it's not even like anyone around the country can get it. Like, if you want this special passport. And it's like Trump doing his like signature. It's one of his signature press release photos where he's like standing with his fists on the Resolute desk or whatever it is, looking tough and serious behind like the Declaration of Independence.
It's very on the nose
crazy.
that he is covering most of it. It's very on the nose here that he is foregrounded, very much more important in this photo than the Declaration of Independence. That's phenomenal.
I do need to point out that this doesn't appear on the actual passport, but Donald Trump claims that the USA's new passport says "Welcome, but be good."
So he's lying about that? That's not actually there?
It's not in the passport at all. And I have questions like, what do you mean, welcome, but be good? This is for American citizens wanting to travel. This isn't something given to new arrivals. It's not like a visa document.
They're able to make anything about immigrants and like any potential brown person threatening anyone that's not white. They're so good at that.
They are also doing annual passes, and this is the brand new Interior Department's annual pass for United States National Park, and it's got fucking Donald Trump's big ass face on it.
We've been staring at him for like 10 years now, 11, 12 years, but it is just uncanny how gross he looks. He is just a weird looking motherfucker.
And these are the good photos.
It's like, it doesn't look real, dude. Like this picture, the way that it just kind of like blends. It's like somebody took the photo. This probably is what happened. Somebody took like the Photoshop like blend tool or whatever from his hair just into his skin on his forehead.
Yeah. It's like, when people draw like anime characters, but the eyes are in front of the hair, like bangs sometimes. That's sort of how this feels. Like it has like the same effect.
He really does look like someone like fusion danced his parents, which I know that's how having kids works. But he really does look like they've just gone. Like, if you just Google Trump parents at any point in your life, you'll see both of them. You're like, oh yeah, he looks like they've just like mixed both of them up in a blender.
It's a perfect 50-50.
Yeah, it's his mum's hair, like just this wispy blonde shit. The funny, like in the national park, voiding the passes if you put a sticker over his face is probably the funniest part. It's like, no, you have to have President Trump face.
They created 1 million Donald Trumps.
Have either of you been following the coin drama?
Of course. I love the coin. I think he tried to do something like this in his first term. I think it was like more or less like just an item you buy on whatever Trump website that he sold shit on. But this is like an actual real potential coin. Yeah, like this isn't just some coin that like you throw on a counter somewhere and it's just like a Pokemon coin flipper thing for Pokemon cards. This is like a real coin that they're trying to get.
So like these federal law says you can't have a living president on US currency, which kind of like makes sense because you know,
extremely makes sense.
Extremely makes sense. The US Mint has argued that the Treasury Secretary, so Scott Bessent, has authority to issue like these 24K carat US coins. So this is like a 24K carat gold $1 coin. Which is crazy. I'm just going to drop in a new photo here because hopefully I can. There we go. So on one side of the face, like it's got a really fucked up, like engraved Trump, and then
it's so bad.
Like the United States 250
Why is it not a
seal
side profile? Am I crazy? Aren't all coins of like every coin that has a person on it, they're side profiles? Why is this one not a side profile? Am I insane?
Because they're stupid. Like
it's so
just
good.
I think it's like they've argued that the commemorative coin falls under like separate legislation authorizing a special design. So they're like, it doesn't count because it's not a regular issued coin.
It's you know it's said often. This is nothing new, but it's genuinely baffling to me how he is just maybe the most narcissistic president and possibly man to ever exist in the United States. Like he is a perfect American in this way. He does not think of anyone else. Like how you know how it's like America is the only country that exists to people in America. We don't really think about other countries. He is the only man that exists. Everyone around him is just it just exists, works for him to prove that he is the only man that exists.
Yeah.
So there is actually precedent for this. I'm not sure if either of you are aware. There has been another president on coins for the 150th anniversary. So Calvin Coolidge in 1926. Most of those
friend
coins.
Of the show, Calvin Coolidge.
Friend of the show, Calvin Coolidge. Yeah, hope we can get him back soon. So it's like most of those coins got recalled and melted down because it was so controversial at the time.
Oh shit, we should do that with these. Oh my god, can we do that? Is there a way to do that? I want to do that so bad before he dies.
There's also a proposed $250 bill. There needs to be federal legislation to like come out, but it is a proposed denomination that the Republican Rep Joe Wilson announced he was drafting legislation for it, and it would be a $250 bill featuring Donald Trump on it.
Dear God. Do you think, does it get exhausting having to stroke his ego every day? It has to be so fucking tiring. Like, at least with someone that people really like on, like, the left generally, like, Zoran Mamdani is not going to, assassinate you if you don't, like, stroke his ego every day. Like, he'll be fine. He'll survive. He doesn't need shit like that. This has to be exhausting.
It's crazy. I think this is just another thing in, like, a long line of Trump's obsession with the number 250. Like, he's so obsessed with that number right now. And he's got, like, this autistic hyper focus on something, like, every 6 months or something, right? Like, he's like,
the ballroom.
He was so hyper focused on the pool for a hot minute, and now the pool's like completely, you know, mold be upon us all, but like we've kind of forgotten that exists. Now it's just been drained.
My favorite instance of his hyperfixation on hyper aesthetic designs of things was, it was like a couple of days after Charlie Kirk got assassinated, overdosed on fentanyl, and Trump was being asked in an interview how he was feeling about that, and he was like, yeah, he's a great guy, but the ballroom, it's coming along. We got the ballroom, we have the designs, we have it all in process. He talked for Charlie Kirk for 5 seconds and then went off the ballroom for like 2 minutes.
I remember that too.
Did you see that Ben Shapiro did that for Lindsey Graham?
Yes, where he pivoted to
I said
an
that to you,
ad.
June.
Yeah, what was the ad
he
for?
did it. Was it like monster.com or some like indeed.com or something. He talked about Lindsey Graham for like 10 seconds and he was like, by the way, I don't even remember how it was. I have to give Ben Shapiro props. Like, it was so seamless. I don't even remember like how he made the transition, but it was like 45 seconds of his ad and 10 seconds of Lindsey Graham. Crazy.
That's wild because like Lindsey Graham would be the perfect type of congressperson for Ben Shapiro, and he didn't even care about him.
Yeah.
Is Mitch McConnell dead yet? Like, officially?
Theoretically,
he's dead, but he's not.
Yeah,
like...
there's new information that came out yesterday, actually, that I think it was Andy Bashir was like, I got information saying that he's dead or something. I don't know.
I believe it. I really, truly believe that they are just hiding him.
They're hiding him because they don't want to have a special election to replace him.
I don't know.
So let's talk about his statue garden real quick, because he had this vision for the Garden of Heroes. How across the Garden of Heroes are both of you?
Wait, what is this? I've never heard of this.
Have you not come across Trump's Garden of Heroes?
No, this is brand new to me. What is this?
Hell yes. So he wants to put out a formal garden with 250 statues of notable Americans.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, is he not going to do like the presidents? Like, is Robert E. Lee going to be in there? Who's going to be in there? Probably like five of him.
He originally announced it in 2020 in the middle of the George Floyd protests.
Oh god.
Claiming angry mobs were tearing down statues of the founders of America and like pledging a vast outdoor park featuring statues of the greatest Americans ever. This is
so it's gonna be like Christopher Columbus.
Photo.
Yeah, that is Christopher Columbus. It's going to be Robert E. Lee. It's going to be...
Read this list real quick if you can, June.
Okay. Oh, no. Okay, George Washington, Frederick Douglass, Kobe Bryant, Julia Child, and Jeopardy host Alex Trebek. So it's going to be half real people that existed in American history politics and TV personalities.
Just
this
TV
is
people.
So good, dude.
It's so good.
I mean, listen, I love Alex Trebek, but putting him next to George Washington is a choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's like... there is a Wikipedia page for it, which I'll put in like the notes on this slide for people to go look at. But there's like a full Wikipedia page, and you can just go through this. Like, yeah, there's Kobe Bryant. Makes sense. I get why Kobe Bryant's there. I get why Samuel Colt is there, like the guy that made the fucking Colt 45. Amelia Earhart is there.
Okay.
You know, and then we get to like Hannah Arendt and Ingrid Bergman, who aren't even American, are there.
He's gonna put the Phantom in the from the Phantom of the Opera out there. I'm sure, you know. He's gonna get all of his favorite characters.
Yeah, he's just got like all of his people from his show. So he's got like Humphrey Bogart, from like classic Hollywood cinema. William Buckley,
Johnny Cash.
The Miracle on Ice coach, Herb Brooks, all in there, and it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Christopher Columbus. That's on the list there. My god, dude.
Yep.
All for the Italian Americans.
Original target was for July 4th this year. Obviously, not happened. Obviously, we missed it. As of January, there hadn't even been sculptors announced for it. And the 2025 order was changed to as expeditiously as possible.
So it's probably going to be never. Let's be real. This is not
probably
going to
never.
Made. I heard recently, I think yesterday, some of the Trump phones. Do you remember the Trump phones?
Yes.
Finally got sent out. Some people started getting them. I have yet to watch a review of someone.
Yeah, and they're just like a white label of a HTC phone that it was released like 3 years ago or something. They're pieces of shit.
Yeah. They're going to brick in like 1 year.
$40 million was appropriated for this in the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, by the way.
Oh, hell yes.
Hell yeah.
So South Dakota offered a full site. South Dakota's like, we'll give you this whole site near Mount Rushmore. Because if you've ever seen Mount Rushmore, like, yeah, it's horrifying, and they've just like left all the granite below the statue for some reason. But not even the statue, below the mountain. But there's also just nothing else there. So they're like, why don't we just add
there's
more
that
things
one
here?
little town, and then
I went there as a child.
Have you guys been there? You guys been there?
No.
As a child, I was. Yeah, I was so young though. I was taken there. And all I really remember was that you walk up to the mountain and you see the faces and it's like, wow, that's insane looking. And then you walk around and see nothing else, and then you just drive through the smallest towns that have like a gas station.
Yeah. And like, you should give that land back, right? But they're not going to, so might as well make like another part of the national park there, have something else there. And on June 4th at the State Fair kickoff rally, Trump instead said, hey, let's put it just south of the National Mall. That puts it under what's called the Commemorative Work Acts, which means you need a lot of congressional approval for that to actually go through. So I think, you're right, Caleb. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. I love that we can't even build like awful things anymore. Like, we're not building anything, but even bad things that everyone hates, other than data centers, of course, can't be built.
Like, I do like, even in their original announcement, there was not a single Native American. They've since added more. They added like Tecumseh and Chief Sitting Bull and Sacagawea. But like, the original announcement was just like, no.
They got a little woke.
Didn't have Eisenhower. So there's like, you just go through like, it's like, why would you not have some of these people? And why would you have some of these other people in there? So it's just very interesting. Why is Nikola Tesla is on the list, for example?
Okay. Weird.
And I'm like, I guess he was Austrian and then moved to America, so I guess you kind of like claim him under that.
Listen,
but it's very
he came
weird.
here to die, okay?
So immigrants are fine from certain countries. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, watch this space. It's gonna suck. So
I can't wait. I would love to see them attempt it. I want them to put the guy who made the pool in charge of making the statues.
The guy that looked like a B-list Disney
I think we
villain.
gotta get that guy just invested in more stuff that we're doing.
I want to see his face around more. He has a wonderful aesthetic.
So we did a whole episode on Freedom 250. Tangentially, it was very funny watching Conor McGregor come back and getting owned in the first like 3 seconds of his comeback.
I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
I didn't even realize he was making a comeback. I saw a post on Blue Sky. I opened my usual UFC piracy site and tuned in just as the fight was starting, and then watched him get punched in the face. I was like, perfect. I've achieved excellent category here, and turns out his knee just fucking Charlie Kirked itself. So,
oh am I crazy? Is that the guy that like announced he was going to run for president in Ireland?
Ireland, yeah.
And then stopped immediately. He was like, actually, everyone wants me dead here.
Yeah, basically. The only big part about this, like we've gone about, sucked, and it did suck. All 7 fights into knockouts, but the event still sucked. This is what the lawn looked like afterwards.
Dude, that is horrible.
It's on slide 24 for people following along at home on the slides.
Oh my god. I saw some videos from this event too. It was amazing watching chud on chud violence just like around the event. I saw like different fights of people just like yelling at each other, beating each other up, just like the most rural American type of people possible. It was so great.
The funniest part about the event from like a management perspective that I was watching, because I watched a bit of it just to like see if they actually pulled it off, and the UFC can run an event, I will give them that. They sent every fighter down to the cage with a Medal of Honor recipient as their persons. They were like walking side by side, which meant all of the Marines like lining the way to the cage were forced to salute.
A lot of libs were pissed that the UFC fighters were getting saluted or whatever.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
But it's because they had the Medal of Honor guy escorting them to the ring, so the troops were like saluting the Medal of Honor guy, and it's just the UFC guy was there for some reason.
It sucks. It sucks, but it's really funny how they consistently come up with things like this, these loopholes, these cheat codes to just do the most annoying thing possible. It's
force the guards.
So respectable. Force the guards to salute people that gave each other CTE. It's so awesome.
It rules.
It's so
honestly,
funny to me.
I know that maybe I probably should care. I shouldn't cave to my nihilism on this, but this sort of like humiliation is what America deserves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
It's just so goddamn funny.
It's like, when the Iran war started, I don't want other countries to suffer for something the U.S. did. But of course, gas prices went up for most of the world. It was in flux. But the thing I really wanted most of all was just gas prices to go up for all of Americans. Just like, we got to have some collective suffering on our end for our hubris. There needs to be some sort of suffering for the hubris that this country has had.
There needs to be a price tag to this, and it's unfortunately much higher than $2 a month more, or $2 a gallon more, excuse me, in gas.
Yeah. But even if it's just constant humiliation rituals like this, as long as it's a humiliation for most people.
The problem with that is just like, conservatives don't see that as like as a problem, really. Like, most of these people are just like making farm animal sounds at their TVs, watching the muscle men get saluted, and they don't see an issue with it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They see a lib being owned.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like the gas pumps it's the perfect one because they are finally getting owned. Like that one guy that was like, what's the guy the Facebook guy that made the Bitmoji 3D whatever. It was like, I love you, Donald Trump, but our shrimp boats aren't getting gas or whatever. Like, that's what we got to do.
It consistently pisses me off that things like that hit like people's paychecks is the only reason people care about anything at all. They're not like, oh, we bombed a school of like 180 schoolgirls in Iran and killed them all. People don't care about that. It pisses me off. But we take what we can get. We can take the suffering for the American public that we can get.
Caleb and June, are you ready for big stupid arch time?
Yes, dude. Yes.
I love the arch, dude. This is my favorite from the event. The 250 Freedom 250 was the fake arch.
It just started leaking. How does that happen?
So
wait,
big
what was it
stupid
leaking?
arch time.
Like slime? What was coming out of it?
Well, I'm sure we'll get to it. I don't want to jump ahead.
So, big stupid arch time. Look at this fucking thing. This was actually just a mock-up at the state fair. This one that we're looking at now on slide 26. But this is gonna, like, he wants to build this for real at scale. Which is crazy. This is just like a scale model.
Where does he want to put this again? Oh, just out on the lawn. Just a big stupid arch.
Yeah. So in October, he just had he was showing reporters a big model on his desk, and reporters asked who it was for, and he was like, me, it's gonna be beautiful. Which is so funny.
He's a baby. He's a fucking baby. Literally. He these are blocks.
He's a solipsist baby.
He was giving Duplo Legos. They put 10 Duplo Legos in front of him. He created a little tower, and he's like, can't you see? This is the greatest thing of all time. He's a fucking baby.
So the arch would stand 250 feet tall, 1 foot for every year of American independence.
So fucking stupid, dude.
Which is, he's obsessed with the number 250. You could tell him like something's going to be 250-ish, right? And it's like, dog. And he'd be fine. The current world record holder is the Arc of Triumph in Pyongyang in North Korea. That is the photo here on the left. It's more than double the height of the Arc de Triomphe in France. Wow. And twice the height of the Lincoln Memorial.
I'll be honest, I just don't think we can build anything. Like the United States doesn't build things anymore. And like this, so you just pulled up on slide 29 here. Like this,
you can't build that.
No, that's not going to be real. This is just like paper mache.
Yeah. The Fine Arts Commission approved early designs. There is lions on it for some reason.
Yeah, that's Trump's whole thing. Is he loves lions. That's his persona as a lion.
Yeah. Now, fuck, I can just imagine. I'll have to. There's like this fursona that immediately flashed into my mind. It's like a fat chud lion. I'll see if I can find it before the episode's over. But like for like a winged Lady Liberty holding a torch, flanked by eagles and 4 gold lions.
The wings. There's something so fashy about the wings. Just
the winged Lady Liberty.
Yeah, it's so bad. There is just something so fash coded.
So the site is Memorial Circle beside Arlington National Cemetery, directly facing the Lincoln Memorial, is where they're going to. There's that scale replica is kind of what we were looking at the state fair.
It's so bad. It genuinely looks like such dog shit, dude.
Let's quickly go over the ooze. You used to be a contractor, Caleb.
What is that?
That looks like some kind of expanding foam to me.
Yeah, that's exactly. It looks like a foam insulation that's expanded and cracked the facade. That's what appears to be happening.
Which is crazy. Like it's basically like, I think it's just expanded in the heat more than anything else. Is kind of where we're like. It's emblematic, I think, of where we're going.
This is the best they could do. They had a year to prepare this under Donald Trump. I mean, they had a lot longer to make this an actual real event that people cared about. They had a whole year to create this mock-up.
It just looks so sad in this one photo on like slide 33.
Oh, it's so bad. It's too... Donald Trump's ornateness, the way, like, the things he thinks are really beautiful and cool just do not fit in with, like, the American aesthetic that like, I mean, just look at the White House up ahead. It just, like, does not fit in at all. I mean, again, this is a mock-up, but this is probably better than what it'll actually become. If they even do it. Who knows?
If they even do it. But I think now is the perfect segue to go into the big state fair, I guess, right? So this happened at the end of June and to the start of this month. So we're in like the 19th, 18th of July right now. It finished on the 10th of July. There was state pavilions and a 110-foot Ferris wheel, because every state fair needs a Ferris wheel. And it replaced the Smithsonian Folklife Festival, which has run on the National Mall since 1967.
Oh my god!
So they cancelled like an event that's been running for 60 years. Nearly 60 years to
we
run
gotta
this
take
event.
a look at that arch. My favorite thing during this festival is how Fox News would constantly, they had a camera fixed on, I don't exactly know where, but it was on most of the fairgrounds here, and every single day they would be talking about how great the fair is, and it was just there was no one there. This photo, it would like looked like this photo on slide, what is this, 33 every single day. It was so good. No one gave a shit.
No one cared, and I think there was a couple of states that didn't even bother turning up.
Yeah, I think Utah was one, which was interesting, and like 10 other ones, including Utah. There was 11 states.
Yeah.
Did you see the one
declined
tent?
to come? Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the one tent? I don't know if you have a photo of it that had. There was like some musicians playing. It was a music tent, and there was a U.S. flag and an Israel flag in the tent. And people made a lot of posts about it, and they eventually took down the Israeli flag. Have you seen that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I haven't seen that one, but
I've not seen that
it's one of those ones
Lord.
that just doesn't surprise me.
Let me find. I'll find it really quick and send it your. I'll send it in the chat.
We can add it in as the addendum. So, like, it just looks sad. Like, look at the tiny arch in this photo. It's so small and sad. And people like it's the only shade as well. Like, everyone else is like dying in the heat out of, which is nuts. So, they were going to have a bunch of performers. And most of them pulled out. The opening concert was scrapped entirely and replaced with a rally headlined by Trump, backed by the Marine Band.
This photo of the guy passed out.
Yeah,
I love that so much, dude.
It's just too hot. Like, there's just no shade there. They had no idea for like.
Why didn't they put like a network of actual tents? Like, Jesus Christ, are they stupid? Have they never had an event outside in their lives? Also, before we go on to this slide, I sent in the chat here the something about a video of what I was referencing with the American flag and the Israeli flag at the event here.
Oh, wow. That is, I will add that in. Hold on.
It's nuts. But it was eventually taken down like a week later.
From elevated to the from Shadow of Ezra, which I don't know if we I don't know what this guy's Chuddy or what.
I think he's chuddy. He's not the
it.
only person that talked about it. That was just the first post I found. So I can find a better one. That's probably not a chud guy.
Tuck it in there.
Yeah,
like
Shadow's Ezra guy is a giga chud.
Yeah, definitely not a good
The
dude.
point does remain, like, if you care about these norms, no country's flag is supposed to be raised at the same level, blah, blah, blah. That's why the state flags are lower. It's why the country's flags are lower. And they raised the Israeli flag at the same height.
At an American 250 event?
Yeah,
like, what are we
dude.
doing here?
I actually do kind of. I mean, that one makes me mad, although we deserve it. So
I'm not logged into Twitter on this computer because why should I be? And then I open up his account and it's just all posts about Diddy. So I think that kind of tells me enough about that guy.
He's super chud aligned. Yeah.
So they were going to have poison at this event, which is crazy. But they pulled out. So Bret Michaels said the event was described to him as a celebration of our country through music. And I believe you had an episode about this a while ago, if I'm remembering correctly, where like a lot of these artists were hired and were like not told it was like a White House event. Like they were just
that's the thing. Is a lot of these musicians, so many of them dropped out because, in my understanding of this, and this could be wrong, is that they thought this was like the congressional, like bipartisan, government doing this, and it was the Trump one.
Yeah,
and they're like, I don't know if I want to do that.
I mean, that makes sense because the one that was the, I believe it was just the America 251. I mean, that was a decade old. We've known about that for a while. Like it wasn't talked about very, very often. But people organizing that for the last 10 years probably made certain artists aware of it. And they're like, hey, we would love to have you at this. We would maybe do something with you, like Bret Michaels, probably. So I totally understand why there were a lot of people that said yes. And then as we got close to it, we're like, oh, wait, no, this is psychotic. Actually, no.
And a lot of them would have said yes 8 years ago when things were a little less fucked. It was still bad, but it was still not as bad as it was now, right? And a lot of them would have soured on just Trump in general. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Vanilla Ice held out. He was going to perform, which of course he was. He insisted his appearance was about patriotism. He posted that this is going to be epic hours before showtime. He was so hyped. And then the concert was cancelled due to the weather. So people were sent home 90 minutes before he was due.
The one guy that said yes
was Vanilla Ice. I'm assuming was going to wear his like American pants.
You know what? Actually, I'm coming out pro climate change. This is fucking dope. That's so awesome.
It saved us from Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, it saved. Shout out Canadian wildfires for saving this country. Actually,
Sean Duffy gave a speech at the opening event. Asked for applause for the military band. And the singers calling them way better than those libtards that cancelled on us.
Oh my god.
They're all so sad. These people are so fucking pathetic, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it is the most obvious thing in the world that everything is just about triggering the libs, liberal tears. But I just cannot imagine, my whole life growing up with politics, everything I have cared about in regards to politics is something I deeply care about. The positions I have are because they theoretically, if they were to be implemented, would revolutionize people's lives, improve the most people's lives possible. I just cannot imagine functioning in a political system, in a political process, and that not being the priority, and the priority being just making people mad. That is just so foreign to me.
So
weird.
There was like 3 big major like chaos events here from like weather and outside actors. So there was a giant thunderstorm warning, which is the one that cancelled Vanilla Ice's performance. People just refused to leave. People just straight up went, no, we're not going. There was the heat wave. So the fair was halted earlier due to the extreme heat, which is like people were fainting, which meant they had to delay events into the evenings. And then there was like an active shooter or like an active threat. National Guard and Secret Service were trying to clear the National Mall, and people didn't want to leave, saying it was fake news. And a bunch of like people wearing MAGA hats had to like shelter in place at like a history, like an African American history museum, I believe.
Oh, I remember that.
I don't know if you have posts from it, but it was Laura Jadid on Blue Sky was like live tweeting, and it was I laughed so fucking hard I cried reading like the live updates from that. Just like somebody like passed out, and then like an ambulance was trying to get in, and they were chanting USA at the ambulance but blocking it, and this person's like dying, dude.
That's so good.
The liberal ambulance.
Yeah, dude, just chanting USA at a fucking ambulance. Somebody like has a heart attack or whatever. It's just like, dude, come on, man.
I wish there was I really shouldn't be laughing at people passing out, but like, you know, it's so fucking
Not
good.
laughing at that, but chanting USA at the fucking ambulance, dude. What are this like?
That's like
performative
America in a
patriotism.
nutshell. That rolls.
I really wish there was like a passing out tracker. Like, how many people passed out at this event?
Yeah, the Patriot heat stroke tracker.
Dog. So people were like, this is basically school play level infrastructure. Like, this is not great. I love the consistent videos you get of people leaving midway through Trump speeches now. It's like they're hiring seat fillers who are like paid for an hour, and they're like, well, hour's up, time to leave.
Yeah, that's done.
Yeah, I've seen people say that. I just choose to believe that that's true at this point.
It feels true.
It does.
It's, you know, cybersmithing it up here, but it feels true. There was no security to get into this event at all. Like, there was just so few people going. The only queues were for the Freedom Truck Mobile Museum, which is basically like, which is what it says on the tin. That's going to be traveling around the country, but there were queues for that.
I think I watched a video about that. Isn't that a PragerU thing? Yes. I believe it's in partnership with PragerU. Yeah. Yeah.
So there's 6 mobile museums for that, which is crazy. There's 6 trucks, and they're just kind of like big fucking container trucks that expand out into like a fucked up little mini museum with like a wall of American heroes and shit in there.
And in one of them, there is the corpse of Dennis Prager in there in the center of it. So if you get lucky, you can see his
that's like a gotcha game
body. Yeah. Yeah.
And the War Department display. Inside the Treasury booth, they were advertising Trump accounts, and the USDA booth had posters of Trump. Other programming included Make America Healthy Again Monday, and speakers like Dr. Oz.
Incredible. Okay. Everyone's favorite people. The Trump accounts thing is such a bizarre thing. Josh and I on Ill Conceived have been tracking and keeping an eye on the Trump accounts thing, because it's sort of really tied to a lot of the like bringing it's like everyone has to have kids again, and this is how we're going to make more people have kids. And like, it turns out a lot of it is just like funded by Trump aligned billionaires, and some of the stocks that it invests in are, of course, a lot of Trump aligned billionaires and companies, a lot of people that back him. So all of it, of course, somehow goes back to him and his people at the end of the day.
So these are my 3 capstone mini moments that I really want to talk about for the event. Did you see the speaker fall event?
Yeah. Oh, dude, this is good.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
So
I'm laughing, but genuinely, someone might have died there. It was so close to genuinely just killing at least 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
That's a few $100 worth of speaker.
Yeah.
At least. Like, that would have just crushed someone to death.
No, that was
instant death.
Genuinely terrifying.
Nothing was.
I mean, this is a perfect. You said it earlier. All of this is such a perfect representation of the current state of American infrastructure. Like, they built this stuff like a month ago. They constructed all of these things, and under a month, it's collapsing and falling
as
apart.
Cheaply as possible to somebody through a handshake deal because they were at the same, Epstein buffet at Mar-a-Lago together.
Yeah.
It's just too on the nose. It almost feels hacky to mention it.
Like that right there is like, just how did that happen? Right? It just happened because no one's doing safety checks. The best event for me that I saw was definitely where Michael Knowles was debating a 10-year-old girl about the Salem witch trials.
What? What? I didn't see this one. No.
Yeah,
wait, is there a video of this?
I can try and find it. I couldn't find it because it's just... It's quite hard to search for things about Michael Knowles debating 10-year-old girls without feeling gross. But he was debating a 10-year-old girl about the Salem witch trials.
What was her position and what was his? Wait, what was his take? What was... Is she wearing a MAGA hat? Is this like a performance? What is happening? What is Michael Knowles? This dude is somehow one of the most pathetic of the like Daily Wire crew.
Yeah.
I need to find a video. If anyone has a video of this, please.
I like the idea of the little girl just being like, "We should be nice." That sounds mean. He's like, logical fallacy.
Throw him in the river. Burn him. Yeah. We're gonna burn you.
I do have a link which I'm sure will get you to watch later. It's on Twitter, unfortunately. There are some quotes from him though.
Yes.
The one area where the Salem witch trials went a little far is, I would say, they weren't organized enough. So you had these like random judges who were kind of burning these ladies. I don't know if they were guilty or not.
What? So is his position that there were in fact witches? There were people performing spells.
I think more if it were more formalized, built up a little more, maybe with like a grand inquisitor or something, that would have been the way to do it.
Oh my God. The country is run by people like this. Yeah. They just have complete control. They make decisions for us. People that believe that those Salem witch trials weren't bad, but they were bad only because they weren't organized.
Yeah, so he thinks that they weren't organized enough to burn the ladies correctly, basically.
Dear God.
There is a
I
link
love that they can't even do college students, like they don't even debate college students anymore. It's just they have like, let's get like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, just get a 10-year-old. So there's Madeline Peltz posted that video on both her Twitter and Blue Sky account. I have put the Twitter link in there. I'll try and find the Blue Sky one again.
Yes.
And I'll put that in there for anyone who wants to go there. But it's like, does he just think that they were guilty of witchcraft, but it wasn't organized enough? is where we're at? I don't know. It's crazy.
If there's any witches out there, if there's any witches out there that like want to teach me, I would love to learn witchcraft. Any Etsy witches, please reach out. I would love to talk.
And the final one for me, the final like actual this is like Oath City, was the lady that called herself off in the baptism pool because it was too hot.
Oh yeah.
And I have some thoughts about this. Like she obviously just went into a tent and saw it was a pool and was like, sweet, I can cool off. Not realizing it was a baptismal pool, but it's a fucking Walmart above ground pool.
Yeah, to be totally fair to her, you see that in like suburban backyards. This to me is like this is what you see
in this exact style of pool
as a parody.
Have either of you guys ever been to a place where baptisms happen? You go to a church and people are baptized.
I've
seen this is actually pretty much just how they do it in normal churches too. Like it's pretty. I had a crush on a girl when I was like 14 or 15, and she was like, "Do you want to go to church with me?" And I was like, "Sure, dude. Like, yeah, absolutely. Let's hang out." Yeah, and they tried to of course, the idea is the youth pastors say like bring people or whatever. I thought she liked me. She just wanted to save my soul.
God.
I didn't get baptized, but it was also in an above ground Walmart pool. So I think that's just how this kind of thing happens. Yeah.
The church that I grew up in when I was much younger, it was a very traditionally ornate church. And there was like a very nice, like, I think it was like stone, traditional, very, very fancy baptism pool. So that was my experience. I genuinely have not seen actual churches use shit like this. This is, again, perfectly American. This is so good. I like it. I think we should have more stuff like this.
I think to finish off all my anecdotes for this episode, I think it's just this one post from Donald Trump in like 240p because it was the only screenshot I could find.
That's perfect.
It was a post from him saying, "Do you think people appreciate what a fantastic job we did in building and operating the great American state there at the National Mall, packed with happy people and everyone loving it? Ask yourself this simple question. Do you think that Obama or Sleepy Joe Biden could have done it? The answer is no.
No, they couldn't.
Obuma.
They would never do this. Obuma. It's Obuma.
Obuma.
Dear
Obuma.
God. Soda. Have you guys seen? I don't think you have it. But the flyovers, the jet flyovers that Pete has been doing.
Yeah,
I think they're
been
still
catching up
They
on that
almost
today.
Killed someone. Yeah. They are. My prediction is if they keep doing them, they will eventually kill someone. So watch the space for potential murder. It might be happening very soon.
Yeah, like the Blue Angels, who are like the main ones doing this now. I don't think people realize what the fatality rate of the Blue Angels is.
I don't.
10%.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Whoa.
Yeah, like
Oh,
10%
that's
of the
going
Blue
to
Angels
happen.
crash and die because they're
my
flying
God.
at like 600 miles an hour, 18 inches apart from another jet.
Yeah. I mean, some of the videos that came out from some of these recent flyovers is like they are 20 feet from the ground and there's people there just like right under them. It is like, I don't know if they're going to crash, but they're going to hit someone on the ground eventually and maybe crash
That
and burn
person will
them
become a
because
meat
they hit bunch
crown.
of
Will just
people.
miss.
Oh, it's going to be bad. Something bad's going to happen. I'm bracing for it.
Like, they have rules to not do that for a reason, and then when your Secretary of Defense goes, nah, do it, it's fine, and then the inevitable happens, I don't know how the nation's going to respond to it.
See,
That's
the
actually going
rules
to
are
be really
woke.
fucking crazy.
Rules are libbed up. Ignore rules. Ignore all rules.
So, we're not actually done with the year. There's
God.
still some events. So, Freedom 250 claims the entirety of the year. The mobile museums, the 6 of them, are going to be roaming the country all year.
That's
like
not,
Praga U
that's
to the
not
people.
a lot. That's really
No.
not that much.
6 trucks doesn't seem like a lot of trucks.
No.
Because, like, what, you'd go to a city and set up for a week and then spend 3 days traveling to the next city. It feels like not like you're going to hit everywhere, but who cares? They're doing the Patriot Games in August. So
Feels
it's
very
a national...
Nazi Germany coded.
Yeah.
What the fuck
Yeah.
are the page? What is this?
So
I
it's
haven't heard
a
of this.
national athletic competition for high school students. $250,000 scholarship pool that a male and female champion are going to split, and it's going to stream on ESPN and be on ABC.
No, this
That
is probably
sucks.
something in particular that RFK Jr. is obsessed with. I recently watched a Tucker Carlson documentary when he was still on Fox News, and RFK Jr. was in this. This was like 4 years ago now when it was put out. And in this documentary, they talk about how back in the day, JFK, our greatest president, he was very ambitious. He had like this sort of thing, like schools used to have like athletic competitions for teens and children where they would be rewarded. So this is definitely like an RFK thing, I think.
Yeah. The tagline in the official site is "Freedom isn't a spectator sport," which is fucked up.
What the fuck does that mean?
What does that
What
mean?
does that mean?
I don't know.
What does that
I don't
mean?
know.
What?
And you're right. It is
Why
spearheaded by
broadcast it if
RFK.
it's not a spectator sport? What is this? That doesn't even make sense.
I won't be tuning in.
You want me to shoot my TV like Elvis? What are you asking of me?
That's
So
horrible.
there's an official like fact sheet that the White House puts out because they love doing those. It will have it is spearheaded by RFK. We know that much because
There we
it
go.
is his thing. Please watch another movie and read another book. Some people have been comparing it to the Hunger Games. Because it's gonna feature a young man and a young woman from all 50 states.
Oh, here we start. We're going.
Yeah, we're doing like it's one, but
We're doing
also someone from each U.S. territory and tribal nation.
Wait, are you serious?
Oh boy.
Apparently, yeah.
Oh.
So we're bringing in a man and a woman from every little like subcategory that we can kind of go down to.
RFK says land back.
Yeah. It's like bring in the tribal nations. That's what I read. I can't. Let me try and like confirm that, but I am genuine from what I was reading. It's like, yeah, tribal nations also get a
RFK suddenly being super obsessed with like tribal rights and like land back and like land acknowledgements would be phenomenal.
Yeah, like on the Freedom 250 website, it straight up says you must apply to represent your respective state, territory, or tribal nation.
Hell yes.
Like, look, run from it. Run from it, fear it, woke arrives all the same. It's like
I'm just obsessed with like the idea of RFK now. He like this, you know, he's been going along this whole time, like trying his best to not reveal that he's trying to reestablish like the Native American states, like different land, all of these things. This is his coup. This is going to be his coup. He's gathering the strongest warriors.
Like, here, I've just pulled up the website just to really, like, there you go. On the official freedom250.org website, you have to be between 14 and 17, be 17 or younger by the end of the year, and be, like, a resident of a state, territory, or tribal nation.
Crazy. Okay. Look, I'll take wokeness, like, where I can get it.
And it's like, and if you go to, like, the state and territory drop down, like, it's all the states, but then it's like, there's tribal nation as like in one of the drop downs, and American Samoa, and Northern Mariana Islands. Like, it's like, okay, woke. We're fully woke on this shit. Let's
somehow an incredibly Nazi Germany coded event,
it is,
but also sort of woke at the same time. Like this sort of this to me it always reeks when we're talking about like the strongest youth. It just feels so Nazi coded, so eugenics
Hitler youth coded, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're also getting a motor race in Washington D.C.
It's gonna crash into the White House.
It is an IndyCar street race. I love motorsport. I will probably watch this just to see the shit show. Like, motorsport's my big sport that I watch. It's going to be near the National Mall again. It exists because Trump signed an executive order in January directing the Interior and Transportation Departments to issue all permits to make it happen as fast as possible.
See, I don't know much about the industry behind like racing. What is it? It's like the Indy 500, the motor racing. F1. Is this F1?
No, it's IndyCar. So it's American
this is IndyCar.
open wheel sports cars. So single guy in the middle in like a carbon shell, or open wheels, and just an engine and a helmet. And it's very like I believe I don't watch a lot of IndyCar, but I believe they're all running the same kind of chassis, the same kind of car. But they have different engine suppliers. The different engine suppliers is important because the White House says the race will demonstrate the power of American ingenuity. The engines are supplied by Honda and Chevrolet, but Honda, the famously American company. Honda.
Well, if you think about it, Honda and Toyota both employ more Americans than like Chevy and GM these days. That's actually true.
Yeah.
There's some really weird shit that I don't think is going to end well. The FAA has been instructed to permit drones over the Capitol during this event. You're not allowed to fly drones in Washington, D.C. Like, you will get like a few knocks on your door from people you don't want to get knocks from.
I hope someone like a spy drone gets in the mix somehow.
Yeah. This is the race course. So the National Mall here down the middle was where the state fair was.
Okay.
You can see there's the United States Capitol.
Shit. So cars probably are not going to burn out and fly into the White House, the Capitol building.
No.
Shit. Well, there goes my
looking
dream.
at where they could possibly crash into, you might see one hit the National Gallery of Art or possibly the Smithsonian.
Possibly the National Archives.
Of course, if they set the nerds up for that.
So they start, like, especially, so it's going counterclockwise, big straight. Like turn 4, you might have someone fuck up and like
I just have to say I was embarrassed about this earlier, but a few minutes ago when you when you pulled up the picture, when you said National Mall earlier, I had it confused in my head with Mall of America, and I can't tell if I'm more or if I'm happy or sad that it's the National Mall.
I'm happier.
America has like at least F1 has the dignity to do like a Grand Prix in Vegas, like down the Vegas Strip, which is like the most American thing you can do. This just seems kind of like lame, like going down Pennsylvania Avenue. And it's like, oh yeah, sure, buddy. This will probably be fine. Like IndyCar won't fuck around with safety, in attendance, because they just won't. Like they run street events all the time. They know what they're doing. Basically, I think Trump's just gone get them to like. Same with the UFC event. There's going to be some really cringe shit around it. Like there'll be a Blue Angels flyover right over the top stuff, and all that shit. But the actual event itself will operate like a normal event for them because they're going to be like, no, this happens or everyone fucking explodes. Type thing.
So let's just very quickly go over the actual cultural output of this America 250. So we had Vanilla Ice, we had UFC
passports.
and IndyCar. Passports. But in terms of events, all just the best stuff. Everything, the best thing possible. The most American type shit right here. Cars, CTE, and the worst rappers ever.
Mm-hmm. Basically, a coin, one like a 250 carat.
We love
gold.
those. We love coins.
Yeah, like the coin, 24 karat gold coin.
Is Forgiato Blow? Did he play any of the 250?
That's
I feel like he was made for this.
Did they not invite him? That's actually such a betrayal.
He's on a losing streak, by the way. I don't know if you saw this. He got kicked off the Twitter monetization platform.
No.
Nikita Beer removed him, and he's like really upset about it. For I guess I don't know what he was doing, posting misinformation or something. Nikita had to put his foot down on Forgiato Blow.
Dude,
he was
complete cultural loss.
I believe he was there. He performed. Yes, Forgiato Blow performed a new song.
Oh.
Okay. Good for him.
He was also debating Michael Knowles on stage.
I just want to know why Flowrider was there.
I love a MAGA panel, like a think tank. It's a Michael Knowles, Forgiato Blow, and a 10-year-old girl talk about the issues. And just a parrot for some reason.
It would be the most attended event there. Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
Forgiato Blow rules, dude. Like every time I see him, I just can't believe he's real. Like he's just such a fascinating looking guy. Like it's the fucking chin tattoo.
Yeah.
He's very Jelly Roll coded. Him and Jelly Roll look like they should be siblings.
It's like you put Jelly Roll in a room with a child with a bunch of stamps.
Yeah. Oh, I love them. I love these phenomenal people. These are all just fucking ridiculous people.
And kind of that's where we're at with America 250. It's still going. The 250th anniversary of the Great Satan is still ongoing. It's not going well. Everything seems to be going poorly, except when it's run by an external organization. Like the UFC event's the only one I know of that's like pulled off relatively well because they're not going to fuck around. Same with, I think, the IndyCar one will happen fine. I think the Patriot Games might happen all right as well because ESPN's doing most of it, so they'll know all the production side of things. But everything else that the administration's touching that they can just run themselves is going to shit and not end it well.
They can't help but touch on everything. The money, this country, the world, they're just touching. I am relieved that we got one last full high effort celebration before complete collapse of this nation, though. That's kind of nice. We got one last hurrah.
And that's us. Anything else I might have missed, team? I'm sure I've missed plenty. Like, this has been such an all-encompassing omni-shambles that there's just so much stuff.
The only thing, like I mentioned before, was just the flyovers, sort of tangentially related to all of this.
That's kind of like just started up, right? Like that's like happened in the last couple of weeks, and it's just that and It's only very tangentially related, but it was Hegseth going, we're going to start doing like testosterone testing on our soldiers.
Yes, dude.
God.
Male to male transitioning. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's all I can think.
Dog. Thanks for listening, everybody. Anyone got anything coming up we want to plug real quick? Or nah?
God, I know. It seems like every time I think about this, I remember there's some plugs that we missed. I will say, oh yeah, here's a couple. We're doing the short story contest again for Halloween. We're starting it early, of course, so people have time to submit, so we can get the episode done before Halloween for once. Because in the 3-ish years that we've done this, we've always done it afterwards, which is kind of lame. So you can choose, if you choose to participate. The way that it works is the link is in the Discord, or you can DM us on Patreon or wherever, and I'll send it to you. There's a form where you fill it out and submit. And the rules are all on there and stuff, but everybody who enters automatically gets a chance to win some money. We will have winners and stuff, but the winners won't be attached to cash prizes, because we just want everybody to participate and have fun. And then also, and I don't know if I'm officially announcing this yet, but let me know if this sounds interesting to you guys. We've been talking about this forever, but I think that B and I are talking about doing like a game jam. I know there's a ton of programmers and game devs in the Discord, and I thought it might be fun to do for coming up. So if that sounds like something you want to do, let me know. I think we're going to I think B and I are both pretty enthusiastic about it. So I think we'll probably be announcing that in a more official capacity soon. Otherwise, that's all I've got.
I got nothing new.
Sweet. I've just dropped a video about a guy setting his neighbor's house on fire. But other than that,
I haven't seen that yet. I saw that come up though.
Buzzer beater. Just saw a news story that 2 U.S. service members were killed in an Iranian attack in Jordan. So
yeah,
happy
I saw that.
America right 250. Happy America, everyone. Happy America.
Well, remember that Israeli flag.
Oh man. That's us.
That's a bummer. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.